Hi there, it's time for an update. We're 22 days away from moving to Panama. We need to empty the apartment. We need to sell the stuff like TV, the TV stand, the table, the couch. The bed we got already rid of, so we are sleeping on this mattress for now. We got rid of the laundry machine already, and then here we have a desk that's going to our office here in Oulu, and all the other stuff on the table is coming with. The guitar is coming with, the other guitar is coming with. All the hardware will go into this GoDogs case, and there's some flight cases to pack all of the stuff that you can see over there. We've successfully crossed a lot of items from our list. So for example, I don't know if you can see this. Embassy. This was a failure, you know. They told us that we made mistakes and they never got us the paper, so we paid for 300 euros for nothing. And as you can see, I wrote here that they fucked us. So we need to do all of this in Panama. I got my papers, I got my birth certificate apostilled already. I have the police register in English, but that will need to be apostilled with the other papers that we're going to do in a few weeks. On the logistics side, we've confirmed the date with Travel Cargo. They're going to pick up our stuff 26th of March, so in less than 3 weeks. My aunt is going to host us in Helsinki for a week before we fly. We've resolved the tickets for the dogs to fly to Panama. We're still missing the dog health papers and export forms, and I need to buy a ticket out of Panama so I can enter the country. So I'm thinking about just buying a ticket to Costa Rica. And then the house stuff, get rid of stuff. We're doing this. We've already canceled the lease, and I still need to sign up for a print mail service. So when we get mail here in Finland, they will scan the mail and email it to us. And that's pretty much everything that is happening right now on the house department. As we're getting closer to the move, of course, I'm also getting a bit more nervous about it, but so far I don't think that I'm afraid of it, but still I think there's a lot of aspects that will be difficult after the move. And what worries me the most is how to deal with Panamanian bureaucracy, because I have had already a little bit of experience with it. I'm still waiting for the Panama customs to contact us for the declaration of import or something. I'm not sure what that's called in English, but I need to fill in some papers and probably write an inventory of what we have. But I'm a bit worried that they will not follow through because of the experience we had with the embassy. As you can see, I don't really trust them to deliver the papers because of the embassy stuff. And what I've heard from Panama before as well is that the bureaucracy sucks. I hear that it's also a problem in different places in Latin America, but now it's affecting me, so it's becoming a problem for me as well. I don't know, I just find it really ridiculous that the officials tell you that, no, you were wrong, that's why we did not send you the papers. And in this case, Kat has all the paper trail, the call logs, the emails, and they told us already last summer that, yeah, everything is good. We will send you the papers and then you will sign the papers on a video call with us. Maybe I should wait Kat to come home to explain this a bit better.
Okay, I finally got a hold to them for the very last time. I think it was last week or the week before that. And when I called and explained why I was calling, I don't know if the secretary gave the phone to the ambassador or he just took the phone, but he started talking to me and basically tried to explain that because my trip was so close that it didn't make sense to send the papers because it would take way longer for them to process them than if we just walked into the place in Panama and registered the marriage ourselves, which obviously I already knew, which is why I started this process last year. And I said that, and he got super defensive and basically lied. I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure if he like confused me with somebody else, but he said that they had sent me emails and that I had been slow to respond and that I had sent papers with like mistakes and took my time to correct them. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I have 0 emails with that information. Nothing has ever been sent back. What the heck? Are you talking about somebody else? And they were like, oh, give me a second. I need to check this case specifically. And then they checked and I was like, you can check. Last email was da 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 da, because like I had all that information at hand because, you know, I'm a little bit type A sometimes. A little bit type A personality sometimes when it comes to paperwork. But like I found it super weird that he was like making this shit up. And if he wasn't making this shit up, he was like confusing me with somebody else. But I think he was just making this shit up, honestly, because like that would be more in line with my experience of doing paperwork in Panama, like people trying to cover their asses. But yeah, so I spent a lot of money making translations and getting things apostilled for fucking nothing. And they're not gonna send the papers. And I started this May last year. And we are in March this year.
So our travel plan is the following. We are going to take the train to Helsinki on the 29th of this month, which is in 22 days. We're going to stay in Helsinki for a little over a week. I will be working there and Kat will be working there as well. And then on the 8th of April, we'll take the flights from Helsinki to Paris and from Paris to Panama. And that's pretty much it. The moving company Travel Cargo will come here on the 26th and will pack our stuff that we're taking with for the air cargo, and they will be driving that stuff all the way to Helsinki. Then they weigh it there and then ship it to Panama. We still have some issues that we need to resolve before flying. One of them is Benny's lower back. You can see that he has this scab here on his lower back, and that's why he has this cone thingy on, because he cannot fly but he cannot enter the country if he has some skin issues. This little buddy has a lot of allergies and he likes to scratch and bite himself. If you found your way all the way here until the end, thank you for watching and see you next time. Ciao.